when most people at this point are like, this sucks, and a week out dreading it and shit, like I'm just like, man, like this is my job. This is my job. Like, shit, dude. If this is my job, then working construction and all that shit was.
Especially when you've done it before.
Yeah, bro.
Like, no,
shit, man.
This shit is where
cakewalk. If I gotta shake hands and kiss babies for my job, bro, that's the easiest shit on the planet. All right, what's up, YouTube? We're back. I'm out in Pittsburgh. I got a guest posing tomorrow. So we're getting a session in here at the Powerhouse gym and just doing what we normally do, catching up, running you guys through the workout, telling you why I'm doing things, and then, like I said, catching you up on life and everything that's going on in prep. So we are 8 days out, and we got the New York Pro coming up, and other than that, let's get after it. Some flies here, normal shit. This guy right here, my boy Dougie.
What's up, big dog?
What's up, brother?
How you doing?
Good, man.
Always good to see
As you guys know, Doug and I, we won our Pro Card 2020 together. Yeah. North Americans.
Yes.
Been boys ever since, coming up the ranks.
That's right.
Now we're both Olympians.
That's right.
And now we got to get back there together. So
fucking right.
Got work to do. I don't know when he's doing his show, but it's coming.
July 14th.
All right, there it is. There it is.
Then I'm coming back 2 weeks after that, Tampa Pro.
Oh, all right, all right. So there you heard it. Dougie Flex, gonna be at the Olympia too. All my boys, me, Brett, you know, we get the whole crew qualified. So excited for this. We'll get warmed up and then we'll get after it. All right, have that Go Gel. You guys know, every workout, getting those in. That has been one of the best things for this prep. Like I've told you guys over and over, Mint 45 has been a complete cheat code for prep this year. So done that every session. It's really just dialed the focus in as well as pain relief and all that. So been loving that. We're gonna start with some flies here. As you guys have seen in many other sessions, it's mostly just about getting that pec warmed up in a very isolated movement, as well as pre-exhausting so I don't have to do as heavy a pressing, especially here at the end where I'm a little bit more fatigued, body's a little bit tired. We had a travel day yesterday, but I rested, so it should be nice and strong today. Have some fun and get after it. Let's do it. One weird thing about training by myself is I'm so used to training with Brett, and we go, he goes, then I go, he goes, I go. I don't really have a good sense of timing on how long to wait between sets. It's just when he's done, it's my turn. So sometimes I want to rush into sets here. So you'll see me kind of get things ready and then stand here for a second and kind of wait around. That's just me trying to let the muscle relax, do the rest period, get my heart rate down, those type of things, just to make sure that I can get the fullest out of the set that's to come. All right, so we did ourselves a little heavy set there. Now we'll back it off, do ourselves a nice squeeze set, really get these pecs firing up good, and then we'll go into some pressing. All right, guys, so Smith machine's taken, hammer strength's taken. So we'll do a little more pre-exhaustion before we go into a super heavy pressing movement. This is I'm pretty sure it's a Magnum or a Flex, but it's one of the best pieces out there. They make great pieces. I really like the plate-loaded version of this better, but the stack is good and it goes to about 330, so it'll be heavy enough to get some good sets in here, and we'll get in it, run it, and then we'll go and do the heavy press. Whew. All right, nice and warm, felt good. Now, like I said, we'll do a good back off here. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little rest pause. So I'll do 10, get a nice 10-second rest, go back at that same weight till failure, nice 10-second rest, go back at that weight for another failure. So hopefully like 10, 8, 6, somewhere in those ranges. But again, this is just another way to extend past muscle failure. Just kind of keep pushing into that muscle, keep digging out those details. And as you guys know, my chest is my weak body part, so we got to make sure, keep moving that heavy weight, keep it dense and full. Starting to get that. Get saran wrap. We got to keep you guys updated through here, obviously. Get you guys as much content as we can, but you know, it's just been a fun ride. This year's been awesome. just still riding that high from the Detroit win, and just gonna go into New York and have some fun with it. So like I said, guys, we're about a week out, and you know how the peak week feels get, you know, starting to get in the feelings, starting to appreciate the season and everything that's went on, and just what kind of year it's been. So it's just the beginning, but it's definitely starting to be a kick-ass year, one of the ones to remember. I feel like traveling and stuff, especially early on in my bodybuilding career, was like something that caused a lot of anxiety and was kind of like tough, you know. But as you do this for a job, this is my career, you know, and I'm a professional, so it's just something that you get used to. You get a preparation set up and how you plan things, how you prep your meals, how you pack. And once you kind of get all those things figured out, man, it just kind of is part of the gig, you know. So for me, I probably wouldn't travel for much things that about a week out, but this is like one of the biggest privileges on the planet. So to be able to pose with the top 5 in the world at one of the most prestigious amateur bodybuilding shows in the nation, in front of the Manions who are, you know, who judge us and really control the NPC and have a big part in my career. I couldn't be more appreciative and thankful for this opportunity versus dreading it and being worried about how it's gonna make me look next week and those type of things. Really, I'm just soaking in the moment, and I get to pose with the top 5 in the world, as well as some of those guys are some of my best friends. So just a cool opportunity, but definitely something that early on in my career would have caused me so much stress and anxiety. And like I said, just becoming a professional and doing it more often, you get used to it. Nope, shit, got heavy quick. Definitely feel that pre-exhaustion. Definitely feel like I'm a week out, and definitely feel like I traveled all day yesterday. But that's the fun part of this, guys, is the struggle. I know I've talked about this many times before, but this is my favorite part of bodybuilding. I hate stuffing my food full of my face full of food. And the off season's fun because you're big and strong, but it's also miserable. Everything hurts, everything's heavy. Walking around, you're breathing like a fat kid. It's a struggle too. So you pick your battles. There's not really a time in bodybuilding, other than probably about 2 weeks out of the year, that you feel awesome in one direction or the other. So, you know, you kind of pick your poison. For me, this is my poison. I like being shredded. I like looking crazy. And for the most part, training and stuff doesn't take too much of a hit till right here at the end. So, you know, those last 2 weeks are hard, but that's the part where you look the best. So the trade-off is, as you know, as you start to get a little weaker, as the training starts to become less fun, you start to look crazy. So it's a fun trade-off, and it's just a battle, you know. Sometimes you look in the mirror, think you look like shit, and you look at pictures 2 days later and you're like, I can't believe how crazy I look. So all of that is fun. It's a mental battle as much as a physical battle. And I think that's probably why I like prepping more than the off season, is that mental battle that comes with it.
That's insane, bro. That's crazy. Jesus, man. That shit. Straight like a motherfucker. Boy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
I never seen my shit look like this before, bro. I'll say this selfishly, is like, when Brett qualified, bro, like, I was so heartbroken that like he was gonna get to go to the Olympia. We didn't get to do it together. So like selfishly, when he had like his health issues and didn't get to go, like in a way I was like, man, like that was God saying like we go together. Like, so like this year's like, it's about getting him qualified now so we can go. But like that was the hardest part, was like you said, like watching my best friends like qualify, when I was like, I know I'm right there if I just take the time, but taking the time was like, man, it was like chopping fingers off, bro. Like there was like so many moments I'm like, can I prep yet? Yes. Like, and Brett's like, dude, just fucking wait. Like if you just wait, but it just, that was hard, bro. It was hard.
Like, yeah. You're not just the body. Yeah. You can move.
Well, I love this, you know.
Yes.
So study the game and enjoy it, bro. Like that's the one thing, like I was just telling him, it's like when most people at this point are like, this sucks, and a week out dreading it and shit, like I'm just like, man, like this is my job. This is my job. Like shit, dude. If this is my job, then working construction and all that shit was.
Especially when you've done it before.
Yeah, bro.
Like, no,
shit, man.
This shit is where
cakewalk. If I gotta shake hands and kiss babies for my job, bro, that's the easiest shit on the planet. And to do this, this is easy, bro. This is fun.
He was like, y'all get paid to work out.
That's fun. Fucking fun, bro.
Hell yeah, that shit is fun.
Well, yeah, bro, hit me up when you get done, and
yes, sir.
we'll link up at the hotel. Love you too, brother. Great to see you. Bodybuilding's so small. When you get into this sport and you've done it for a few years, you start seeing the same faces over and over, you know, you start making connections with these people. But I think it is easy to kind of lose sight and track of the people that have been in your corner since the beginning. Because, again, in this sport, it's easy to feel the love and the hate. When you're winning, everybody loves you, everybody's your best friend, everybody's posting you. And when you're losing in this sport, then who cares about you, and you were a has-been, or you never made it, or this or that. So it's hard to remember that sometimes, you know, that everybody's a part of your journey and they all mean something. And really, if you keep those people in your corner and they keep supporting you, then you remember them and you take care of them. So like Doug, you know, he's somebody that from 2020, from the second we met, he told me, like, I'm a huge supporter of yours, bro. I've been following your journey. I started following his journey, and we've been friends ever since, man. Supported each other, had each other's back, and really know the journey behind it all, man. I think that's the thing about bodybuilding that makes it hard. If you just follow the wins and the losses, it's easy to forget that we're humans underneath here, and that we still have feelings, and that we still have emotions, and that we still make connections and stuff with people. So, you know, just because we're big meatheads and we look strong and shit all the time, there's still a lot of shit going on here in the mind, especially, you know, and the mind likes to play tricks on you too, especially when you're dieting hard and stuff. So like he said, remembering those people that support you and are in your corner always, and go out of their way to tell you look great or this or that, I think that's something that you should really hang on to and remember, because it's lost in most sports and in most things. Even just in life in general, a lot of times you don't get the appreciation you deserve. Even at work, you might do a good job and somebody doesn't tell you you do a good job. So if you get the opportunity to do that, or get the opportunity to appreciate somebody, or they appreciate you, I would go out of my way to make them feel the same way, because at the end of the day, we're all human and we all want to feel good about what we're doing and the journey that we're on. Whew. There we go. Made it heavy enough. We'll do one more set there. That felt real good. And then, like I said, we'll finish off with some flies. We'll get on a pec deck since we started with some cable flies. We'll get in one that we can lock in, get a little more isolated. And that'll call it a day. So on this one, guys, kind of a mental cue for myself of what I'm thinking about to really make sure that the pec is what's working versus that front delt working, is I really focus on trying to get my biceps to touch together and my wrists to touch together. So if you can think about both of those kind of straight arm touching together, you're gonna get way more pec activation than if you think about bent arms, because generally those bent arms, you're gonna wanna use that front delt a little bit more. Hell yeah. All right, guys. So there you have it. It's a chest session at Powerhouse Gym. Caught up, gave you guys some tips, some tricks, all the fun YouTube shit. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.